Caleb, what's up, man? I'm gonna take this whole piece in here. Billy, welcome. Yeah, guys, I'm going to make this, you probably can't hear me very well, the microphone's way over there. But I'm going to make these 2 mallets as a giveaway out of this maple board I got. I'm going to maybe use cherry as a handle, but I think I got enough maple here I can use as a handle also. It's a little piece of slab of maple that I got left. Should be at that, man. My level broke. Doesn't matter if that cuts straight. Interject enough to tell you right now I'm working on 2 mallets. Hey, you. I'm working on a couple mallets. They're going to be the same size as this one. I'm going to give them away to members. We're gonna do a members. We may add the subscribers in there, but that's a lot of people. Members giveaway or subscribers giveaway. Maybe one to a member, one to a subscriber. We'll do it that way. Shout out everybody, Billy Woodchucker. Everybody check out all of those channels. Gandara, man. Gandara's got a channel now. He's live streaming, so check out Daniel's channel. The member right now in the house. Shout out wherever Chardonnay's at. She's doing good. I am thinking about, I want to save as much wood as possible here. I might be able to use a stick of maple that's like that size, but if it's going to get in the way of the bandsaw, I'll just take it off. I don't care. What's a swirly? Is that a thing, that kind of thing? Big shout out to Daniel. Big, huge shout out. Big shout out to Daniel. 5 gift memberships right there. Big shout out to our member Daniel. Appreciate you giving those gift memberships out. That means 5 more people have a chance to win this mallet. Or one of these 2 mallets. That's what I'm talking about. Who just got it? Mike Stanifer, Pine and Laxus. There we go. 5 gift memberships means 5 lucky people will have an opportunity to win. Some of y'all already have mallets, I'm sure. Wacky Shack, folks over there doing woodwork. But we want to give an opportunity. I'm making a couple of these hard maple mallets. You know, mine is really nice. I really like my mallet. I'll use the ash handle on it. We'll put an ash handle or a maple handle. I haven't decided. That's what I was thinking about right now when Daniel gave away those memberships. Shout out Daniel Gandara. Member and friend of the program for a while. Big time friend of the program. Thank you so much. Shout out Daniel one more time. Daniel. These are for you. Very generous of him. He had a 1 in 2 chance of getting a mallet there. I'm going to trim a tiny bit off this edge. Oh yeah, okay. I've never done it and never gotten it. Woodchucker is informing me what a swirly is. Woodchucker says a swirly is where you place an individual human upside down and put their head inside the toilet and flush the toilet, depress the flusher of the toilet. I never did it and I've never gotten one. Not a cool thing to do. I would definitely agree with a thumbs down getting your head stuffed in a toilet. Though luckily in the United States, you know, unless somebody got some tracks in that toilet, our toilet water is clean. I mean, you got that. I want a little more of an angle on this side right here. It doesn't look like there's as much of an angle. So I'm just going to add just a slight... Where's my protractor? I just want like a 88 degrees or something on this. that side. I don't like that. So like 88 degrees. Doesn't that need to have a lot? I see a lot of mallets that don't have angles to them. And my understanding is I'm gonna put it at 85. See what 85 looks like. I mean, 85 is pretty close to straight, so we'll do that. 85 degrees. Should have an angle to it. That's just how I understand it. I think it's blocking me. Let me clear my bandsaw real quick. Pull it down. I got a little, see what I'm level. Yeah, we'll have a little curves nowadays. Wait, stop. Congratulations to the 5 new members of my channel. Giving gift membership from Danny Gandara. Everybody double tap the screen and like this video. And think about joining, because I'm making 2 mallets right now. One for subscribers and one for members. So we're going to have a members drawing and a subscribers drawing. Welcome to Dad's Workshop. Sorry to interrupt your quiet, but this isn't quiet time right now. This is not quiet time right now. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, Woodchucker. Shout out Woodchucker. I am a member. I am a member of Woodchucker's channel. I'm a member of the Woodchucker community, and I encourage you to be a member of the Woodchucker community. So go check his stuff out. Everything else we can probably get with the belt sander. This I want to run through with the whatchamacallit, with the fence in there, but I'm not going to do that now. Hey, you're not allowed to be here. Welcome to Dad's Workshop. Welcome to Dad's Workshop. We had a great day at Dad's Workshop, man. Had the haters come in and dislike the video, and all they did was boost it. All they did was boost it. So welcome to everybody. size for a handle. This is not going to be, I'm not going to put a pine handle on these. But, this is my mallet. I'll put my mallet up. Go off the table. ADHD, man. Well, what needs to happen is these both need to have like a, basically, you know, a dovetail recess cut into them. And that's the way I did it before. It worked really well. So we're going to go ahead and go with that design. And then I guess I'll take a bandsaw and rip some ash, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to rip a whole board of ash for this, but I'll do it. It's a giveaway. It's for the members. It's for the subscribers. We got to do something like that every once in a while. But I basically need a piece of ash. Don't misinterpret my words now. Like for example, guys, for example, really, this right here, this is one beautiful piece of ash, you know, from top to bottom, though as I cited its photo, it's a beautiful piece of ash. So, don't nobody report me, I didn't say anything wrong, it's ash, okay, I said ash, don't get weird. I like this handle, but this needed to be wider. I should have wedged it, right? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Shout out Daniel Gandara. I'm going to give him a wood clap. Wood clap. Daniel. Shout out Daniel. Alright, good. Just want to make sure you can hear me. This piece of ash right here is going to act as the handle. Ash is a great wood for handles like hickory. So, you know, I do know a little bit about wood. It's crazy. It's crazy. You would be surprised, you know, because I have little things that are not perfect, right? But I actually do know a little bit about wood. A lot of people give me advice a lot of the time. That's crazy. I get so much advice. Thank you for all the advice, everybody. We're going to use ash as the handle. Whacking Shack, Laxus, Pine and Oak Woodworks, Mike Sandpfeiffer, all y'all. All of those people got gifted memberships, and that's all from Daniel Gandara. You know, love you to stay longer than a month, but if you're a member for a month, let me try to hit you with some, you know, let me get this giveaway done in this month. And even if I don't get it, all these mallets for some reason take me longer, and they shouldn't. It should only take me a few days. But if they take me longer, all of those folks in that giveaway membership will still be eligible to get the mallet, because that's only fair. I can't take too long and then say they're not members anymore. So yes, these gift memberships do not renew. But if you love the channel, I would love you to renew. It's like a free preview of the channel, paid for by a friend of the program, Daniel Gandara. I like to refer to Daniel as an executive producer. That's what we like to think of Daniel. All right. Let's lay out these handles. Straight's fine, you know. I find this handle, I don't know, I got a little thumb area in here. Wow, you know, you all know, I've used this thing a million times on the live, hours and hours, hundreds of hours probably now. It snapped once, and that was because my original design wasn't good. I can't remember exactly what I did, but it was something not sound, the idea of it. But, you know, we get past that, we live and we learn. But I think I'm going to use this ash, but I'm going to hesitate and... Ew, what is that? What is that? Ew, man. We're going to use that ash, but we're going to hesitate to do anything with it until we laid out these little dovetail areas in here. I need these to really be... They really should be identical, but what we'll do is we will create an area on the bottom. I'm going to clamp them together so that we have... Like, we know where this is going to be their set location. See if I can clamp without getting in my way. We're not gluing these up yet. We just need to make sure we lay out stuff in exactly the same spot. In fact, probably would be to our benefit to plane this off. Let me put these in the vise. Plane them a little bit. I think I got a plane with a sharp blade on it. Not a lot though. I don't want to take a lot of material out there. Well, you can't sharpen these pull planes. They are, once they're done, you just get a new one. At least that's the convention, that's what's done most of the time. It's not super dull, but it's not really sharp, I can tell you that. I mean, it's able to plane, but just barely. You want this thing to be able to go on the side grain, you know? I don't know how sharp I got this plane. I think my chip breaker is wrong here. This one needs some adjustment. Too much. I want to take these blades over that stone. I haven't done them over the wet stone. Good, Daniel. I hear you. I'm going to be like George W. I hear you. But I hear you. Because I do, Daniel. I know you're down there in Bush Country. But I hear you. And that's not any commentary, of course. No political commentary on this program, I promise you that. Alrighty, so on this mallet, we're set in. Looks like 7/8 of an inch. I'm going to make just a line there so we know where to match these up at 7/8 of an inch here. We line this line up, we know we're in the right spot. So I'm not sure that's 90 degrees with the face. So I want to make sure I do get that in a second. No commentary here. No new commentary. That should be 90 degrees with the face. Let me tilt that down so y'all can see it. kind of see that? Can you kind of see that? So I just want to know where my reference is. If these two are not, and these pieces are not exactly equal, I plane the bottom so they're at least level when they're put up next to each other. We can get this spot flush, right? Now we got a line at 7/8 of an inch. Now I got to see where's my, where's the mallet head coming at on this head. And I want to make it better because there's some gaps in here, a little bit sloppy work. It's alright, everybody makes mistakes. That's why a lot of people don't watch a lot of the channels where no one makes mistakes are going to stop being watched because people want to feel like you're like them. Turn the world into a bunk bed. Yeah, that's what it is. On Dad's Workshop, our evil plot, we secretly want to turn the world. We want every house will be a bunk bed. Well, the mallet, believe it or not, can do more than build you a bunk bed. And it can also be a decoration. You don't have to wax stuff with a mallet. I wanted to make a golden mallet. Like, a golden mallet. Just give that away. An anonymous benefactor. Well, that would require an anonymity. I know about enmity, but anonymity. Can you see anonymity and enmity? Anonymity and enmity are everything to me. I like that. And a little personality to Dad's Workshop. A lot of dryness out there. Drum, drum, the home, the drum, build. This is how you do it. And then hate me behind the back. And if you hate me behind my back, y'all gonna see cream rise to the top. That's what y'all finna see. Cream rise to the top, my friends. But it's not about my woodwork. It's not necessarily about what I do, which I am confident in. A lot of people who hate and put dislikes and stuff on and come to my channel and leave nasty comments who I have not exposed nor blown and putting their name out. A lot of those people, they're obviously jealous. It's obviously jealous. It can't be anything else. Love y'all. Thank you, Daniel. Gifting 5 memberships to 5 lucky people who could win this mallet. Here on Dad's Workshop. Alright, let's see how many, what the measurement is away from the... Yeah, a lot of anonymity and enmity. It's a ½ inch away from the face here. So you want to run this thing right down that and actually get that line straight. Watch the level here. Now I want to line these all the way back up. I got multiple lines on here, so. ½ inch off the face is where the handle's going to go in. And I've pounded this mallet a bunch of times, so tried and true design, it's going to be fine. Tried and true design, it's going to be fine. A lot of guys that I know that are in this community have mallet builds, and I love watching all the different mallets. Love to see all the different mallets and the shapes and all that stuff, all the different woods. West has one he made out of chestnut, which is a personally, I should have put some chestnut on this. I got a chestnut board up there. Would have loved to do that. Forgot. A little worried about the breakability of chestnut. It has a snapping tendency, but he didn't put it in a place that it would snap. It's got a solid board on the top of it, so that's not me commenting on the design. I like the design. Welcome to Dad's Workshop, everybody. Welcome to Dad's Workshop. Shout out to Daniel Gandara, member and friend of the program, executive producer, donating 5 memberships. Double tap the screen to like this video. Appreciate everybody being here. Double tap. Alright, what do we got next? And then I kind of want to shave off. I'm going to sharpen my pencil if I can find my little pencil sharpener. Oh, here it is. Glad I didn't sweep that up. It's a tiny pencil sharpener for this little mechanical pencil, which I really like, man. I love this mechanical pencil. This nice and sharp because I want to be able to see this edge right here. I'm going to take off right here, and I'm going to be surgical about it, just that spot. Ooh, just like maybe you could probably better all your move that. Yeah, so I'm going to take this little spot out, but I need a sharp tip on my pencil to make sure that I can take that bit off. And for now, I'm going to leave these two alone. But what I need to do is scribe these marks on the other side, so I'll do that in a moment. For now, I'll clamp them in here to keep them together. Man, Dad's got stuff, Calvin's got stuff to say to the world, folks. I don't got time for that foolishness. Time for that foolishness, man. Jealousy, backbiting, all that stuff, man. Alright, next one. Mallet side's gonna be this side. Hopefully I took the flat side. Maybe didn't. But either way I planed it, so it doesn't matter. That's gonna be the top. Probably making sure these are really flat. Like that slab might have been a little bit what you call it? Not flat. But making sure they're flat on the face, the long face, you know, board face basically. Like these don't even seem like they're flat on the board face, so I'm gonna have to work those a bit. But first, let's pull them into full. Let's kind of go this full plank. Crude. Yeah, this is not. I'm not showing the best of this plane. It's been around for a while. I should have replaced it by now, but it works. Kind of splintering that though. My big plane's just a little bit too much size for this one. This one, dust off of that. See, it's too big. I got little planes for this, but even that can't bite. And then my other one, I'm still working on these. I may have another one down here. But my pull plane's kind of the best thing I got. It's just a little, like it's the blade. I can maybe get the blade out of there. I think it's about the angle though. Too much. Hey Daniel, welcome. Daniel, shout out Daniel. A round of applause for Daniel. Round of applause for Daniel. Daniel, friend of the program, also member of the program, and benefactor. Anonymous benefactor of the program. I do some work on those block planes, man. What came first, the mallet or the mallet, says Daniel? I believe it was the mallet. Alright, what do we say, that's 7/8 of an inch inward? This is flat enough. Let me take some sandpaper. All real woodworkers take sandpaper too. I just learned that snobby woodworkers don't use sandpaper. Did anybody know that? I had no idea such a world existed. It's okay to use machines, but then you have to use sandpaper. Oh my gosh! God forbid something not cut you when you touch it. I love these guys too, man. I watch their videos. And when you use your bench twice, it needs to be lateral, perpendicular to the bench. Man, build it. That's what you do. You guys are old and dying. Learn from them. They have the brain for it, but like the younger, it's the Gen X ones that kill me, man. Gen Xers, me and Gen Xers, we have a tough time, man. Bless your heart. I know a lot of y'all out there are, and some of my friends in the community are. I think my life, man, I've always just butted heads with Gen Xers. I love the old folks, like the boomers. I love them, man. I get along with the boomers. Look at my demographic on YouTube. It's mostly boomers and then Gen X. Like, I think 50 to 60% maybe, or more, maybe more. And then, you know, you got spread out age, but 60% concentrated right there, Gen X and boomer. I'm a little concerned about the face not being flat on these. And I need to use my mechanical planer to get them there, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna still measure from the outside, 7/8 of an inch. And then what I say for the other part? I think I said a 1/2 inch in. I can't remember. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch in. Let me read Daniel's chat since Daniel's been so generous tonight as to donate 5 memberships. Daniel said, what came first, the mallet or the mallet? Well, that's a really good question. Actually, it sounds silly, but it is a good question. Like, how did you do it? I guess like a club made out of wood, and then they made themselves a decent mallet out of it. You know, in evolution, like one of these dudes, like it was probably like this dude did it. Like this is just the earliest, and then boom, 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 it was probably like that dude. You know, that dude. Not this dude, not this dude, not this dude, but this dude. Australopithecus. Australopithecus. Evolution exists. Evolution is the truth. Was that political? Was that political? I don't know if it was or not. We're teaching critical wood theory here, guys. Critical wood theory. Try to find politics. Ain't no politics. And I don't care about no politics, man. I don't want to hear about all that nonsense. That's all we hear about. They bombard us with that crap. Divide us. We're all poor. They're the only rich ones. So, no, if you can't see the forest for the trees, folks, start looking around. Alright, we got that done. I'm going to take another little plant and plant that up. Because those layout marks need to be, I could do it this way. See how clever this is? That way I don't lose my angle that I have right now. See that? Only 18 people got to see that. If they would have just stayed on here, they would have seen that genius hack right there, switching from one plant to another, you know? The plant hack. So what I'm probably going to do is transpose these marks here across the face or the inside face, and then potentially take the bandsaw and like resaw these, vertically. It's tricky to do that, but it has worked for me to do that as well when they're small like this. So we will probably do that. We will most likely do that. But let me check what time it is right now. We'll do 10 more minutes, but what's the difference? We'll hang out for 10 more minutes for the 5 new gift memberships and Daniel. And then Daniel, we had to come up with a members only stream. Basically all I do is talk about politics, the presidency, the different congressmen. That's what I do. You all can see, check my videos, they're all political. That's what we talk about all the time. So, just politics here, 24 hours a day. Alright, let me see, since I know these are lined up, I know how to line them up. I'm going to put a couple other marks to guide me here though. Like this is a trick from old woodworkers, so here's a boomer woodworker trick, make a star, and the side should connect, though that was not great right there. So hopefully your star, you just reconnect your star when you're trying to find the edges, and hopefully that guideline will help me some, because what I want to do now is transpose these lines, but this line right here, right, I need an angle, so both are, it's going to have to be a top bottom. This will be top. Gotta know top, gotta know bottom. Bottom I'm going to know now because my lines are on there. And I want to take these, I want an ever so slight angle. Probably like, this is like maybe an 80-degree angle or so. I love angles, guys. I'm a big angle guy. I wish I had my other protractor. I really did. I miss my other protractor, dude. Going from side to side with this, I got 2 of them, and that's what I do. Alright, so see what I'm doing here? I got mine marked down here. I almost am a little nervous about this because I'm going to put it at 80 degrees. I don't want to take too much wood out of this side. I want there to be strength in this wood here because it's going to smack up against stuff. So, let me take this mark right here, transpose it up just a smidge so I can get my protractor on it. I can't use this tool here. I use this for 45s. You can use a speed square, but this is too fine work. You don't want to do that with this kind of a job. You want to use the smaller tools for this. Uh-oh, I lost my people. Must have lost internet. That's a little bit closer to the edge. I don't know. I'm going to make it more like 80. Let's do 85 degrees. 85 degrees. Not a lot of support with there in front. That's alright. 85 there. This is the inside of the mouse, so I can write 85 degrees, just so I remember. Because I got ADHD. There we go, 85 degrees. Yeah, that looks good there from there. Oh, it's not frozen, that's good. Somebody must have gone live then. I'm just putting that on there for guidance, man. I just want to see where that angle is. That looks like it'll be okay. And then it's a ½ inch in. I need to put a ½ inch mark up here too. A lot of little marks are, this is good for your brain, dude. Make it a little shy. do it with this one. I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second, guys. I want to do the last couple things. It is not exactly the same on both sides, so this is going to be African inside. I just kind of tricked myself right there. I want that half inch to come from that inside face. So it should be right there. All gonna come out. Right there and right there, right there, right there. That's what I say in Swedish. Alright, let me do this one little last layout and we'll roll out of here. We got we're down to just a small audience here. Half an inch, yeah, so we could, so I could probably lay out those marks from here if I get these lined up together. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to roll out. Daniel, appreciate you, man. Y'all have a good night. See you later. When? I don't know. Daniel, I'll talk to you. Take care, everybody. Do the next right thing. Love y'all. This is Dad's Workshop. Make sure you subscribe, join, become a member, drop a comment, watch our other videos.